Hello and welcome everybody to the last round of Swiss at the cEDH event here at Mythic Games in Littleton, Colorado. I'm your host Songkook, and I am here with the connoisseur of Death Shadow. It's Rob.
You reached for that one.
I did.
Listen, I appreciate it the most. Frankly, I just got those sweet new like RCQ or whatever
Oh yeah,
Death
those are really
Shadows,
cool. Yeah.
and I look at the art every time and I'm like, this is so sick. So thank you for shouting that out. I
Oh, of course.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Death Shadow Gamer. So, anyways, so we've got Victor back on camera here. This is the third time. We'll see if Narsa can bring us home. And then John on Magda. Yeah, the dwarf combo deck primarily, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then Evan here on Timnacrom.
Yes.
I think we had have we had a Timnacrom in every single game?
We've had a lot of Timnacrom,
Yeah.
I will say. It has been a very popular deck choice for obvious reasons, as it is, one of the most powerful decks in the format.
Yeah.
So you can't blame anyone for trying to say, and I keep saying that it's one of the most powerful decks. Hasn't won today on camera.
No, yeah, and it hasn't looked good at all. I feel like on camera, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
cool. And then we've got Robert here. Okay, it's Tevesh Thrasios. Oh, interesting. Is that a popular combination?
I'm uncertain. I think not having red in your deck is probably. I don't know. There's so much to be gained with all the red cards. The Dockside Extortionist specifically in Underworld Breach, if you're not playing that, I feel like you're putting yourself at some semblance of disadvantage. But here we go. Game starting off. We see Robert with a Gemstone Cavern, exiling a Finale Devastation.
And Evan.
Oh, and Evan. Okay. Sick.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Of note, though, if Robert is trying to make infinite mana, Finale Devastations is one of the best way he wins.
Yeah, that is really interesting. Yeah.
So he has no access to that, but maybe it was just the worst thing he had in his hand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean,
Smuggler's Copter.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Pioneer All-Star?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Turn 1 Smuggler's Copter. And does Magda cost 3?
Magna, I believe, costs 2.
But 2, okay.
Let's pull that up. Yeah, Magna, 1 under red. Other doors you control get +1/+0, and a whole host of other things that I'm sure will come up in this match.
Yeah. So, gosh, this is, it's funny that that's like a pretty good start for John, because it's just a looter scooter.
Yeah, but, okay, another notable ability, Magna here. Magda, whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. Magda itself is a dwarf. So if you're tapping Magda to crew that looter scooter, you're getting a treasure out of the deal.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
And we see a worldly tutor getting Orcish Bowmasters for Robert.
Ooh.
That's my type of gamer right here.
Yeah.
We share the name. We share the love for the Orky boys. I love that.
I've been playing a little bit of Orcish Bowmasters in Modern myself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Come to the dark.
I've been playing the Rock.
Oh.
Yeah. So like turn 1 I Thoughtseize, turn 2 I play Orcish Bowmaster, and then turn 3 they already have 4 rhinos in place, so I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you have green cards in your deck, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
it's fair.
I'm like, I guess I have a Witherboom command. Like I doesn't do anything.
This is sick. I'll take 8.
Yeah. So okay, a Wild Growth on a is that a underground river?
I believe it's an underground river.
Sick.
We got it. We have all the blue-black lands we need right here.
Arcane Signet. All right, Rampant.
The normal Arcane Signet art.
All right.
Someone making my life easy.
All right, so Victor. Oh, he's got to turn 1 play. Boo. I was like, yeah, because he's always just land go. So
Mr. Gamora on the battlefield just once. I want to see our hero get there, okay?
What is that?
Is that a personal tutor? Oh, Steam Vent's Mystic Remore.
Oh, hey. We got there.
This man's putting permanents on the battlefield, and it isn't just Narset.
Pretty good.
Okay, but it gets Red Elemental Blast.
What the heck?
Oh, come on, man. Listen. If you're not rooting for Victor at this point, I don't know what to say to you.
I agree. Yeah.
We've seen him time and time again. Yeah. He's faced many adversity. He got his Narset Stern Scolding. I mean, come on.
That really sucks.
It's fine. It's fine. He understands where he's at. As we see the Timna Crom player deploy their Timna. It's where most of the format is at this point. Okay.
Wait, what did John do with his turn?
Looks like he just passed.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe has something in instant speed.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's better than getting Magna on the field and attacking with the looter scooter and smoothing out your draws and getting a treasure.
Okay,
So
you're pretty
yeah,
close to putting Magna on the battlefield.
so what could he have?
You know, as a person who's played some all-in combo decks that are monocolored, I can understand repressing that itch to put the commander on the battlefield just so you don't have people try and target you at that point. So he's saving Magda potentially for the opportunity to kind of go for it at the right time. But you'd hope you'd have another dwarf in hand at least to start crewing the
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Smuggler's Copter. As we see the sick Tefish Zot art coming out here.
Is that an altar? I've never seen that before.
No, it is actually.
Oh, really?
I think like a secret lair or something of the sort. But it is on the battlefield, and as it ticks up, creates 2 Thrall tokens. Thrall, not a common token, I would say. I don't know that I know the definition of Thrall to begin with. But
yeah, what is a thrall? A thrall is it like a defining characteristic of a thrall is they don't have eyes, right?
Thralls are creatures animated from dead flesh, usually with black mana, though some have been mono-white in a black-white faction. Thank you, MTG Wiki. Shout out on mtgfandom.com. Appreciate you. I would say that Thrall probably doesn't have eyes.
Is a thrall strictly magic related? Like, I thought a thrall was like a mythical creature.
I have no idea.
It looks like it's strictly magic.
It might be magic. Google's really coming out here saying that's a magic thing.
Yeah.
So,
interesting.
Anyway, as 2 turns pass, we see that Victor didn't end a land drop.
Ooh. That's not good. But he's got a bolt.
It's fine.
Yeah, Killer Stimna, yeah.
Yeah, lightning bolt that, brother, please.
It's like, I kept this hand just because I had Mystic Remora. I need to draw more lands.
right. The fish is powerful, but it's got a sting. It's got a sting for our hero here. As we go back, now looking like we're in Robert's turn. Ticking up, getting some more Thralls. We don't need to Skull Clamp. Oh no, he does Skull Clamp. One of the Thralls draws 2 cards, sacrifices it. Powerful engine on the battlefield here. Playing Breeding Pool, entering the battlefield. Losing that 2 life. And if I'm looking at this table here, things are starting to kind of kick off. Evan passing the turn and not deploying anything signals to me that they have to have something going on. I can't imagine they're not trying to... You're just trying to pass the turn and play reactive here. As we see now Thrasios hitting the battlefield.
I've never seen that art of Thrasios either.
I think that's also new art. Robert coming with the cool looking cards. All right, we have Land, Felwar, Stone. So Victor developing.
Yeah. All right, so what's going on John's side here?
Magda. Very powerful.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Okay. Crewing.
We hop in the helicopter.
Deploy Magda. It's safe.
And we see here from Robert, he actually, in response to the crew, flashes in the Orcish Bowmaster.
Ooh, yikes.
And depending on the timing of this, I believe the Smuggler's Copter is still going to be crewed. So, back saying, oh, this is on, your draw step or something of the nature.
Yeah.
But he will do it in response.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, back to it. Goes swinging with the Smuggler's Copter. Everyone having a good point.
Yeah, there goes Robert. Point.
Yeah, we love pointing here. And I believe that the Smuggler's Copter did attack the Tefish Zot, so...
Okay, so the trigger does go off, yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is really interesting from... I would be inclined to start making, tokens and stuff.
Yeah, interested to know what they have in their hand. Starting what looks to be a Shatter Skull Smashing. And we're passing the turn.
Okay, so no land drop. Didn't even want to play the Shatter Skull Smashing tapped.
Mm-hmm. It's gotta have something in hand.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this deck. I do know that it can come off and like start like searching and stuff,
Yes.
but beyond that, I'm not too familiar with this deck.
Yeah, off out of nowhere, and there are some just incredibly sick lines that are compact within Magda that then just skate into something even bigger here. But as we look to Evan on the Timnachrom, you see Lotho on the battlefield, so just putting out double decked up, put out powerful permanents that gain card advantage. So here we are. Sacrifice the Thrall, I imagine. Drawing cards.
Yeah, or was that the Orc army that he sacrificed?
Sack the army, yes, indeed. I guess it makes sense. It's you're not making multiple 1/1s. You're probably going to have your opponents play more draw spells and thus use your resource.
Yeah.
You sacrifice your creature while it's small.
Sure. Well, it's still able to sacrifice.
Exactly. Or just in general, you don't want it.
Ooh, the One Ring.
How do you feel about the One Ring?
I mean, it's been like pretty defining of who wins and who doesn't, right?
I'd say,
yeah.
The wonderful Mythic Games employee of Sam has told us, I'm pretty sure that every game that I've seen where the One Ring is cast, the first person to cast it wins the game.
Yeah.
He said, despite him doing the exact same thing and losing, which unfortunate. Gotta say, very powerful card, but Robert, very commanding position here.
Yeah, the One Ring is pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Victor.
All right, what do we got?
Jewel
Lotus. Narset, did it resolve?
Let him have it. Let him have it just once. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay. Oh, is this an end step effect from John? Oh, okay, that's the bow, huh?
The bow.
Yeah. What is the name of this bow? It's
Twin Shot Sniper.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Twin Shots doing what it does. It dealing 2 damage to target creature thing. And you have in response to that a mana drain on the Twin Shot Sniper from Robert. So that's that's a pretty good advantage there. Twin Shot Sniper, although actually, did he pay 4 mana for the Twin Shot Sniper to hardcast it? Because if he channeled it, it would be uncounterable. So, interesting thing there.
Yeah, I think he did. He had his Soul Ring for it. So
okay, fair enough. So kind of unfortunate there if he just channeled it.
I really wanted the body for lose.
That would make a lot of sense. Because you want to put that thing sideways. So you smooth out those draws. And it looks like a pact has been made. I don't know what a fist bump would be if not for that. People are picking up cards. I have missed something. I have completely missed something.
Yeah, something big happened. Was that like a Blasphemous Act?
Blasphemous Act.
Was that what that was?
Blasphemous Act, indeed. Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, people were picking up cards.
The game was over for a second.
Yeah,
people were just like,
cards
in the grave.
Like,
I can't do my job.
Victor finally cast Narset.
Yeah, let him have it. Okay, and I believe that's a demonic tutor coming out from Evan here. So,
what are we searching? How many cards does Evan have in his hand? Needs something.
He has too many for my boy Victor. That's all I'm going to say. I want to see the Narset turn sideways, but
yeah,
back to 7 mana it goes.
The weakness of this deck is really starting to show.
Yeah, we could have happened, but Blasphemous Act quickly changes the state of the game, to say the least.
Also, it's interesting. And Robert's gonna have some mana this turn with the ring being able to draw a couple cards. It'll be interesting,
right? Be able to draw 2 cards. I mean, we've seen the power of Tefazat in this game. He's been able to draw, I think, 6 cards off of it.
Yeah, it's crazy,
and that has to be propelling his game plan to just a completely absurd place.
Ristic study. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on an empty board, that actually seems pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Settle in. We're gonna grind.
Seiju.
Oh no. You used to shelter all. But now. Okay, okay.
What's happening?
Maybe some politicking. Oh wait.
Oh, does it only reduce casting cost? Geez, if it's a creature, does it have to be
I
legendary
think it's
creature?
legendary permanents. Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Creatures. It has to be a creature. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Wow.
So he could not.
And now he says, yeah, I'll just untap and do that. Don't worry about it.
I'll do it now.
I had the most resources on the board. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Now Robert's got a lot of mana to work with, so.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of mana. Got a lot of ways to draw cards. I'm liking his position here. I gotta say.
I think regardless of what you do, you should probably just start by drawing cards off the ring.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
See if there's any reason. Okay, he does play his
Okay.
Thrasios before going after that Ristic. I guess to reduce the mana cost.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Although, I mean, you paid an additional 1 for the Ristic studies anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Guess that doesn't really matter in the long run.
Yeah.
Ristic study, going to the graveyard. And I have to imagine Evan tutored for that. So
Yeah.
sitting in a position where he has to get another engine online if that's what he wants to do. But he also is the Timnacrom. So.
Yeah. Okay, no, Evan does have a hand. It's just black and it's hard to see.
Yes. I see it on the playmat over there.
Is this Sylvan Library?
That is a Sylvan Library, yes. Jeez.
Yeah.
How many cards does he need to draw?
All right, activating the ring. Let's see.
He says at least 2 more. I gotta imagine there's more coming after.
Yeah.
This is looking spooky. You know, and it's interesting to me that if Evan demonic tutored for the Ristic, yes, it's powerful. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Sacrificing.
That's pretty aggressive.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, infinite mana is infinite mana. I'm not gonna, talk about otherwise. And if you could put that into the Thrasios, I guess you don't really need anything else.
We're cooking, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Mana Vault.
I mean, I get Vault and Crypt mixed up.
I do too. So I was kind of just hoping that you would call me out and say, I definitely know what this is.
I have no idea.
It is a vault. We have confirmation there.
Okay.
If he ET'd for that Ristic study, yes, it's a powerful permanent, but you're playing Crom. You could just put Crom on the battlefield.
That's true, yeah.
It's probably not drawing as many cards, but valuable tutor.
Yeah, tutor. Like you have other things to spend your mana on. Yeah.
So we see some gesturing. I imagine some alliances being made, some seeds being sown, some don't worry about me. Right? It's time going to Victor's turn.
All right, Victor, what do we got?
Some way to get to 7 mana, he hopes, I'm sure. Yeah, it's been interesting to watch Victor play. I feel like a lot of his hands have been all in on the Narset, getting it on the battlefield, and that point we've kind of heard from other players that Narset, that's incredibly scary.
Yeah,
it could easily in turns.
Yeah, it's really tough to because it's hard to play like any protection spells with Narset because you don't want to protection spells. It's so it's built to do one thing, and it's to get Narset on the table and cast big spells. So yeah, like when you get behind like this, it's really, really tough.
Yeah, definitely so. And interestingly here, the players are discussing if Victor will be able to resolve it to fairy here and bounce the One Ring. And the table, I believe, is willing to help.
Okay.
Okay, turning it the other way. You can read this card if you'd like. You need to respond now is the thing you need to know if you're in Robert's seat. Because as soon as that's on the battlefield, you ain't playing at instant speed no more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Resolves.
Draw. Hopefully a land.
We'll take a land.
Oh, nice.
We love land drops. And all right.
All right. So let's see what John's going to be up to here.
I imagine he's incentivized to get something on the battlefield. That copter.
In like slow rolling Magda does make sense because of the blasphemous act in his hands. But like it is starting to make more sense.
True.
Go. So now we're starting to crew.
Yeah. Get a token. Go on. Back to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they get?
If John is thinking about killing this Teferi, but did I mean, he took the One Ring and put it back in the hand. I guess, he slowed down the progression. Robert's got the hands of someone who's saying, like, please, I'm not the enemy. Get those permanents on the battlefield.
So many cards.
Yeah. What was really probably the biggest mind game here is that he...
Oh, he killed the Teferi.
He killed the Teferi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not, yeah.
I mean, Evan's giving the thumbs up. Says, yep, that's what we're doing.
So what's here? Springleaf Drum? Okie dokie.
That's one part of it. All right. I see the Teferi does just also stop a lot of weird interactions and things of this nature that, it might mess up in some degree some of John's Magda lines. And to finish off what we were talking about, Magda, the third part of the card, sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, put that card onto the battlefield, and shuffle. So
that's very, very flavorful.
Oh, okay. Interestingly, Victor taking one for the team and I guess one for himself here, talking to the table. He is talking to the table. They know that Robert has a ton of cards in hand and just a lot of pieces and a lot of engines online. So discussing to the table, you guys should probably kill this Teferi so that you guys can actually interact. Which is pretty interesting and also makes a lot of sense.
Really interesting.
And I can agree with him. That's definitely some long-term thinking. And if you're trying to win this game, that's probably what you have to do. Because with the Sylvan Library on board and the ability to, Teferi sacrifice something else,
yeah,
he does have access to, upwards of another 6 extra cards this turn.
What do we got going on for Robert here? He's tap his mana. Did he already library? Or are we on like upkeep? Whoa.
I think a little stutter in the image there. Phantasmal image entering the battlefield here.
As a copy of Magda?
I think that's the only thing.
Yeah, what's the artifact next to Magda? What is that? Is that an artifact creature? Oh, it looks like he has power and toughness.
Okay.
What is that?
Phantasmal image is still on the stack here, so we're thinking about it.
It's whatever this card is.
What's that thing? Is it probably better than a Magda? Now we gotta look at the deck list. Is it a battered golem? Looks like a battered golem. Checks out. Battered golem. 3 mana. Oh. Interesting. Is it a Clock of Omens? Wow, okay.
Huh?
I don't know.
What just happened?
I believe it is a battered golem. Regardless of that, battered golem, 3 mana. Battered golem doesn't untap during your untap step. When an artifact comes into play, you may untap battered golem. So something that can, just potentially create a lot of mana with a Springleaf Drum or something like that.
Yeah. And is that what Robert copied?
I mean, I don't know why you would do. Maybe he just wants to honestly just keep drawing cards, and it's just something to sacrifice to Teferi.
No, but the phantasmal image gets sacrificed. The trigger goes off. The ability gets countered.
Oh,
you can't do that, right?
Well, I guess we're about to find.
Yeah,
out.
I guess we're about to find out. Yeah. So because that would trigger the phantasmal image, right?
Okay, let's look at phantasmal image. We are apparently having confirmation here that it did copy Magda.
Okay.
So Phantasmal Image, you may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature on the battlefield, except its solution to its other types. When this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it.
Yeah, how does Tevesh read?
Tevesh reads, you may sacrifice
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it doesn't actually
doesn't target.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so it's just literally just a body to draw more cards.
Yeah. All right. Looks like he's putting a Veil of Summer on the stack.
Oh god.
So he's got action.
Dear God, Force Negation.
I think it's a Pact Negation.
Oh yeah, Pact Negation.
Yeah. So it's gonna take Evan's turn, but getting that Veil of Summer off of the stack seems super important.
Wow, so killing this Teferi was the right move, huh?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Especially
God, nice guy Victor, my god.
Seriously. Yeah. For the greater good, brothers. Just kill the Teferi.
Wipe the board like Narset.
Yeah. This is my hero arc.
Yeah.
Jeweled Lotus, alright. You want to throw Thrasios back on the battlefield, or... And I'm interested to see, if Robert felt so comfortable to put this Veil of Summer on the stack, if that was just a bait or what.
Yeah.
I can't imagine... And also to use it so proactively, he had to have a line counting that mana.
Yeah, because I feel like you have the luxury to use it reactively. There's only one blue player, one other blue, or well, I guess Victor is a blue player too. But like we haven't seen too much interaction from Victor. Of course, Robert doesn't know that.
True. Tap into here.
Right, the One Ring. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, or tap in 3 rather.
With that Mind Break Trap.
Okay, this is what we kind of needed to try and stymie this development. This is a lot of resources being committed to this from Evan, though.
Yeah, and Robert's got the resources to spare, whereas Evan doesn't.
Exactly. Looking at a couple turns ago, playing out that Sylvan Library and just having this Tevesh on the battlefield, like, he could just keep going. He can run the table out of resources, realistically. So, if I'm in this spot, I'm kind of looking at the Magda player and like, okay, what do you got? But the Magda player, what they have is less interacting, more killing everyone. So see how that pans out.
God, Tevesh is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna go around that card.
Yeah, that card is really cool.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out what deck to play next, and
this bug deck is looking pretty sweet.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Just Tentacle Boy. And it can -10 gain control of all commanders.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be. Or when you just go into, the blue fire meta and then you have everyone's Tymna Crom and then you only have one Tymna and one Crom left at the end of the day. But yeah, here we are. All right, Thrasios.
Okay.
Come back, buddy. We liked having you around before. I imagine you might still just be... Okay. Going to Victor's turn, I was going to say he might just sacrifice it and gain some more cards, but...
Yeah, although he already sacked the Phantasmal Image this
That's
week,
right.
That was the same turn.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. All right, Victor, are we getting Narset in play again?
The real hero.
Aw.
Pass the turn. Okay, you got me. I was rooting for you.
Man, this deck is super Glass Cannon.
Okay. I wonder if the Magda player, John, here feels comfortable now trying to go for some action. Because we did see a lot committed from Evan. And 2 free pieces of interaction, and even the Mind Break tracks specifically. Tab Magda, gonna gain a treasure. I believe that's another small dwarf creature.
What is that card?
Gotta pine through the list. Making a haste copy of Copter. Oh, is this a Curse Mirror? Indeed it is. Okay, Curse Mirror as a Copter.
That's what?
Yeah, it just has an old border.
Oh, it does?
Old border that.
Weird.
Man, this has been a really great test of Magic the Gathering cards.
An ordered colored artifact? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to make sure that we resolve the triggers appropriately here. I think John was about to draw 2 cards, but you, I think, have to do them one at a time. Yeah. So draws, discards, draws. See what he wants to get rid of. Count the mana. Also drawn something that was at least some semblance of impactful.
Oh, Robert has a response. Nope.
I will tap my mana.
Yeah.
Don't make me do it.
Sculpting Steel.
Okay. That's a white card. That's why you know that card. Fair enough. Okay.
No, it's just an artifact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
It does actually look. It looks white.
That
It looks
looks
white. It totally looks white. Yeah.
All right, I'm you throwing shade for no reason. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Abrupt Decay on
one of the copters. I imagine both of them are going at Tevishsat. He's trying to stop that. Which, I mean, why not? The man has 1,000 cards. Okay, can't really stop Abrupt Decay, so
nope.
We take those. Leaving the Curse Mirror on the battlefield. Okay, so just taking away the original piece, the original Smugly Copter.
What a weird card.
Smuggler's Copter or Curse Mirror?
Curse Mirror.
Okay, yeah. Art on it also very weird.
Alright, yeah. Evan just has to pay for packs.
Yep. I'm glad he remembered the trigger. Yeah. That'd be a horrible way to go out.
Yep.
Okay. Getting some pointing.
Pointing.
Oh.
Ooh, silencing Robber on his turn. Cool.
We love that. We love that. Probably very important, as the man's was about to untap and have nothing but responses.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Then Robert goes, my sadness. I guess I'll just Sylvan Library, draw 3, whatever. Yeah. He is kind of low in life, though. So I don't know if he has the ability
19.
to draw 3.
Like significantly lower than anybody else on the table.
Okay, people looking at the graveyard. Trying to figure out if he's going to do anything with those 3 cards. Pretty clutch silence there from Victor.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool. Yeah.
As it's kind of exactly what we needed in this spot.
Yeah, especially because Robert's turn was probably going to be pretty nuts.
Yeah, absolutely massive. I mean, Robert drawing 3, going and taking the full 3 cards from Sylvan Library. I mean,
dear God,
it's what you got to do, you know. Oh man, and he's sacrificing more creatures, just getting more cards.
Yeah, it's funny because he can't even play any spells. He's just gonna go to cleanup.
Yeah. I will sculpt the perfect 7 and pass. You know, well, interestingly, I wonder if his list plays Born Upon a Wind. Because if it does...
What is that card?
That card basically allows you to play all your spells at instant speed. So you can sort of... it's basically an emergent zone for 1 and a blue.
Oh, okay.
And I believe it draws you a card. So, you can true. We're getting hand gestures at the Tevish side. This is what it is.
What do we got?
It discards a calling ritual. Okay. I kind of feel like you'd want to keep that one in hand against the Magna player.
Yeah, unless there's something else that I don't see here.
Man, and Evan is praying apparently for a Wheel of Fortune. Fair enough.
All right, Victor, what do we got?
Take that extra trip. Well, I mean, realistically,
it's like explore.
Yeah. But
actually, it's like worse than an explorer because that means that wasn't a land, so he's not making a
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he's just going straight to his end step.
Yeah, we put that in the graveyard, brother.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Why are people discussing it? They just let him have it, right?
Yeah, exactly. What is this man's gonna do? His Narsec.
Does he have a play?
Maybe even 8.
Yeah. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the soft skills here. Like I said, I don't know how to spell or count, so I'm really surprised they let me in the booth today.
And then what's going on here? Yep.
Okay,
going to the next turn. Yeah.
We
said another one on top. No,
just put it back on top of the library indefinitely.
Oh, crazy again.
How did we do that?
Yeah. Not making any land drops, not doing anything. Yeah. Oh baby.
Tapped Oliphant. Okay. Well, you know. Maybe feeling the Macho Madness a little bit here, you know.
Oh, no, Narset.
But when he gets there. When he gets there.
Once there's like a massive board reset and then the Narset comes in.
Yeah. It's going to be insane. I know that Robert has probably been the enemy of everyone here, and
Mhm.
I can imagine that Evan and Victor are talking a lot about how to stop him. But I'm honestly pretty scared of this Magda player. Like, John
Yeah,
can
we're
win out of nowhere.
getting to critical mass here.
Mhm.
What is that?
Um,
Oh, that's the tower, right?
I believe that is the land that regains control
Oh,
of
okay.
your command of all your creatures,
Mm.
but it is the Lord of the Rings version.
Ah, how did you know that?
Because I think I bought that card for my Crick deck. Turns out if someone takes your Crick, you're just like, my
Super
entire deck
unhappy, yeah.
ceases to function. All right, we're just going to combat.
Oh, baby, the juicy untap trigger.
Man, I want that Tether Sock card. That card looks so sick.
Yeah, it does. Oh, my
Hold up.
total's getting a little low.
Yeah, Robert's at 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is at 19. Yeah, and then took 8 damage from Second Library. Yeah.
Remember when we got silenced? And we sculpted the perfect 7?
Yeah, this is kind of looking scary for Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and discarded the Culling Ritual.
Right.
So Robert has something. I'm assuming Robert is going for the win this turn.
Right.
Yeah.
He looks like, again, he has that full 7, has the grip of cards. The table's talking. Okay. But John still has plays. Was that a portal to Phyrexia? Turns it sideways. You're gonna have to read this one.
Oh my god. Yeah, it must be. But
Yeah.
nobody has any creatures to sack.
Yeah. Imagine if Victor was able to cast the Narset finally on those turns and then just got portaled to Phyrexia. It is indeed confirmed to be a portal Phyrexia. Portal to Phyrexia.
That card has some silly text on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures, right? And then you get to rip things from their graveyard.
Exactly. That's what I love about the card. Is it's just like, oh yeah, you don't need to have anything with the graveyard. Don't worry, I got you. Kill that.
Yeah.
That.
It's just cards with just unreasonable text on them.
Yeah, exactly. And duly noted, not Phyrexian portal. Portal to Phyrexia. 9 mana artifact. ETB, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card. It's a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. Okay. So, from Evan, we have a Rite of Flame here. Has the Crom. And he's just going after Robert.
Yeah.
That's the smart move.
Yeah, because I think Robert is going to try to win this game.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to right now.
Oh god, it'd be so funny if Victor had like an orange chant or something.
How about again?
Getcha!
Oh man.
Can you kick spells with Narset?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
My judge rulings, again, cEDH complex format. You're asking me questions that were so far above my pay grade.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And it looks, from our understanding at the table here, Evan and Victor talking a lot about how this game's gonna go. Because Robert, he's gotta do something. Takes 1 damage from the Mana Vault. That's tapped. Looks at the Sylvan Library. All right.
Oh, Robert wants to keep those cards.
What if I just die? 4 life is more life than you have, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Seeing a fellow Robert going through the struggles. It's a tragic tale. Okay, keeps 1. That's the legal play. We'll see what he goes from here.
Has to be something sweet here. Yeah, I wonder if it's like a pernicious deed or something. Although Culling Ritual would still be better, I think.
Yeah, we start with the Mox. I mean, I imagine he just has to combo whatever it is, because you can't kill the Crom. Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
All right, Crom trigger. Get another card. That's a Mana Crypt that he's now pointing in the air. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, 4 mana.
4 mana.
Displacer Kitten. Ooh.
That's a dangerous one.
Yeah, but is there anything to blink?
He has the Vault. He has the Mox Diamond. But Mox Diamond's horrible. Don't do that. Thassa's Oracle.
Oh, is this just the Oracle?
And now we hold our breath. So now the table, I'm sure, is just looking, saying, "Oh, okay." And what's interesting here is to have the kitten on the battlefield. He now has a way to protect the
Yeah,
Thassa's
that's kind of
Oracle.
cool.
Yeah. So this is a really tough position for the rest of the table.
Yeah, although I guess if you have like the demonic consultation or something in your hand, you don't really need to protect Thassa's Oracle as long as the trigger goes on the stack, right?
And there it is. Demonic consultation. What do we got? We gotta have something here for the rest of the table. Board Phyrexia is powerful, but not that powerful.
Oh my god, our hero. What do we have?
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Just once.
That's a weird tear.
That's a weird tear.
Okay, he's trying to give a Crom trigger, I believe, to Evan.
Oh, wait, no, but I thought Crom only triggers once.
Once for each opponent.
Oh,
so I think Victor's trying to cast 2 spells here and maybe give Evan an extra card. Okay.
Oh, the suspend. Okay.
Suspend a creature. So that can theoretically target. Was that a dispel? That's a dispel. Yeah, okay.
Oh, has Thorkel already resolved?
It has, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so the trigger's gonna. Yeah, okay. So.
Oh, but Evan has no mana for the dispel, huh?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So Robert does win, and it looks like he had a Flusterstorm in hand regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Man. So how many cards did he draw that game?
Like a lot. Like through different sources too. He's got the Sylvan Library, had the Ring, had the Tevesh, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that deck is pretty sweet. Yeah.
I want to play that deck.
Yeah,
that's
I like
the deck
Tevesh. Tevesh is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tevesh, I love weird tentacle horror things.
Yeah.
Put it on a Magic card, I'm there for it. Okay. Man, that was, I think looking at that game, it really just came down to the fact of kind of what many cEDH games come down to.
Yeah.
He found his card draw engines, his opponents, he just kept presenting must answer or at least threatening things, and his opponents just didn't have their Mystic Remoras, they didn't have their Ristic Studies, or they didn't have their own engines online fast enough.
Yeah, man, the Timna Crom decks have not looked very good on camera today.
No, which is obviously surprising given that it's touted as the best deck.
Yeah.
And as I hear getting confirmation that we're actually going to have Victor come back here and talk a little bit about this experience, I want to know what our hero's thinking, okay? Because come on now, jeez. But yeah, I do think Robert played that pretty well. He was at 3 life.
Yeah.
He was so close to dying.
Yep.
And yet, still got there.
But yeah, Victor, I mean, so he's, I guess he's a 10-pointer now, huh?
Yes. Yeah. I think that should be good enough to lock him for top 16.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I believe so. Don't quote me on that. Again, if I was in the bottom 5% of cEDH players, I will just say I failed algebra 3 times. 3 times. I don't know that I didn't know that they would give you a third chance, to be honest, but I did it anyway. So here I am. Anyway, with that, we're going to be back here with Victor talking about this round 5 match here in just a little bit. And actually, we just got word from Max here at the tables that it looks like Robert was 2-3, so unsure about the lock, but it's got to help his odds better than a loss. So again, with that, we'll be right back.
All right, Victor, the hero of the stream. Yeah, unfortunately couldn't make it there, so you ended the day 2-3, right?
Yeah, it was 2-3.
Okay, sounds good. So it sounds like maybe you have a chance for top 16 yet. I guess we don't know. Yeah, it depends on how else. Everybody else did. So, Narset, tell me more about your deck.
So I kind of was looking at Narset the night before. I was looking at it. I was deciding I wanted to add more sexy or long-term cards. Putting Ristic Tutor, I believe, or Ristic Study in there. Cards do similar things, but I decided I wanted to go like full aggressive, bring out Narset turn 2, turn 3, something like that. I think at first it was really good because people weren't expecting me to get Narset out that fast, but after the first 2 rounds, word spread out, oh no, it's Narset.
Yeah.
She was winning turn 3.
Yeah, and then 2-0 starting the day.
Yeah, it was 2-0 starting the day. And then after that, I think I ate an average of 5 counterspells per game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's probably scared,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, which kind of makes sense because I know the best game that we had for you was probably match number 2. And I know that like turn 1 you just had land go, and then on your second turn you just dumped out 5 other mana sources and then just cast Narset, which was really really great. But so you think you would play Narset again in another tournament?
Yes, I
Yeah.
would. I think at a larger scale tournament it would do better. The thing I found here was that just word about Narset spread too quickly.
Yeah,
She took too many counterspells, and she took all the counterspells that were left, and the next player in the rotation had the win after that.
Okay, so and describe me like what are your ideal matchups? Like what kind of decks do you want to play against when you're playing Narset?
Preferably aggressive decks. I think just Magda is a pretty good matchup against me because there's not too much interruption in there.
Yeah.
Preferably decks that don't have that much interruption.
Yeah, no, and most of their guys are kind of small, so they don't block very profitably, right? Because I know
decks
Narset's
with
got first strike.
decks with very few blockers with centralized around 1 card are pretty good for me.
Yeah, and I would assume that most, I mean, like obviously Narset's got hexproof, so you can't target it with like any sort of red removal spell. But like outside of Blasphemous Fact, I don't know if there's too much in the format that really kills Narset for that deck.
Toxic Deluge was the other.
Yeah, like Deluge. Yeah, it sucks. Every time you had enough mana to cast Narset, they would use like Deluge or something to deal with it. So yeah. So I guess what are your overall thoughts on today?
I'm pretty proud with how the deck did. There are some games that this last game that I had, I would just cast Narset died, and I wasn't able to draw into any more disruption, any counter spells or anything like that. But overall, I'm still happy with the deck.
Yeah, because I know usually you really only need like 1 attack to really get you rolling, right? Yeah, because I know when we first had you on camera, it sucked because your first attack actually whiffed.
Yeah, it was 3 rocks and
yeah, and your opponent had a Mystic Remora anyways, right? So you're not going to cast those.
Yeah,
it's just you're just improving your opponent's game plan. Yeah, and the second one was the Helm of the Host, or
it was a Helm of the Host followed with 3 extra combat spells, I believe.
Yeah, but then they dealt with all the combat.
Yeah, they all
those which is really unfortunate. So you really wanted that first Narset attack to hit. So, yeah. But so anyways, anything else you want to say to any shout outs you want to make to anybody watching or?
As far as shout-outs, I don't think so.
Okay. Alrighty, well, thank you for having us on the stream, and we were rooting for you. You were the hero of the stream today, so yeah, because you were on here 3 times, and but unfortunately, there a lot of them were kind of rough matchups, and some of your hands were a little rough. But
it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's the risk I took running an Narset.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, Victor, thank you so much, and if you do make top 16, good luck on top 16.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.